Hi, I'm Jen. According to Psychology Today, people who place more importance on a fulfilling life have higher levels of life satisfaction. There's a new article in Frontiers of Psychology, and I'm not going to go through it all or anything, but I will put a link down in the description. And the researchers try to quantify the factors that lead to a fulfilling life, such as the ability to pursue one's own goals, take advantage of opportunities, and having the courage to do what you deem most important in life. They conducted a study and asked the participants how concepts such as making a positive difference, pursuing authentic pursuits, and having a calling, for example, influenced the degree to which people felt fulfilled in their lives. And the super result is that people can derive fulfillment from various different sources: nature, learning, parenting, friendships, volunteering, personal development, the ability to pursue your own goals, to take advantage of opportunities when they're presented, and mastering the courage to do what you deem to be as significant or important in your life are other routes for experiencing a sense of wholeness, cohesiveness, and worthwhileness, if that's a word. So after reading all of this, I was thinking to myself, what about my significant life goals? What are normal life goals? Are these unlikely to lead to a fulfilling life? So these are my thoughts on some normal, some widely socially accepted normal life goals that might be a little bit overrated and possibly will not lead to a fulfilling life, if that's what you want. As always, I know there will be comments. Please leave them. I love to read them all. And while you're in there, if you feel like liking and subscribing, that would be wonderful too. The number one possibly overrated life goal is being the top dog at work. Being number one. If that's your goal, to be the top producer, the top rated, the top of the C-suite, you might want to be thinking about the amount of sacrifice that you'll have to make to get there. Years, literally years of mostly thankless toil, missed Little League games, anniversaries, vacations, all given up to be placed at the top of the ladder at work. But for the vast majority of us, that's not going to happen. Not everybody can be number one. Oh, the years and years of thankless toil and missed family time and social time, that will all happen. But the rewards, not so much. And I'm happy for you. If you are in the 1%, if you've made it to the top rung of that ladder and that's what you wanted, good for you. But for the 99% of us who did not reach the top rung of the ladder, or who it looks like are not going to be reaching that top rung, maybe now is the time to kind of draw a line in the sand on your career and take a step back and reevaluate your goals. Getting to sleep in on weekends, spend more time with your family and friends, and focus on more fulfilling pursuits might actually be a better life goal and a little more attainable. Number 2 is getting married. Please don't yell at me. I'm a lifelong single person who loves being solo, and I am not advocating my lifestyle, my choices for the masses out there.
What's good for me ain't necessarily good for the weak mind.
I'm saying that the ritual of getting married, the wedding, the honeymoon, the hundreds of guests, the 12 bridesmaids, the $60,000 price tag, plus, all of that is overrated. That's it. If marrying the love of your life is going to make you feel happy and fulfilled, you should do that. Just skip the financial and mental stress of a big flashy wedding and instead opt for a family and friends backyard barbecue, or a beach, or a park, or just pull a Curtin Goldie and don't get married at all. Number 3 is building a big dream house. Once again, maybe I worded that one awkwardly. I think that you should have your dream house. You should build your dream house or buy it, whatever. But it should be your dream house and not someone else's dream house or what society deems a dream house is. So many people these days get an idea of what the ideal dream house is from watching television or reading magazines or surfing the internet. Celebrities and influencers show you the ideal home, the ideal backyard, the ideal interior, the ideal curtains, the ideal flooring. And so you figured that's the dream. I mean, if they have gold filigree flying pigs on the gates leading up the driveway to their pink marble mansion, lots of people figure that's the dream. That's what I want. But be aware that that dream is going to change next year when the next design trends come out. It's the same sort of thing as someone telling you not to change something about your current home because you will decrease the resale value. I hate that mindset. Why on earth should I keep a tub if I never use the tub? Because someday in the future, and that future may never come, a complete stranger would prefer to have a bathroom with a tub in it instead of my choice of a stand-up shower. So now I'm supposed to live the rest of my life with a useless tub instead of my dream, because it might be more desirable to a mythical stranger in the future. That's not my dream home. And that tub? Gone. Number 4 is big city living, moving to the big city. Now, I was born in a big city in Canada, and I was brought up in a middling-sized city, a medium-sized city. We didn't live in the big city anymore after I was born. But growing up, and it was a great period growing up, I had a super adolescence, a wonderful childhood, nothing bad about the middling-sized city, but I always wondered what it would be like to live in the big city where I was born. So when I was 20, I did that. I moved to the big city. I got a series of low-paying entry-level jobs. I met some great people. I had a lot of fun. And then I moved away to finish off my university education. And I never went back. I never wanted to live in the big city again. I love to visit, and I do. And as a matter of fact, I love to visit big cities all over the world. My current favorite is London. I've been twice. I'm going to go a third time. I love London. Do I want to move there? No. Big cities are too busy. They're too expensive. And I find them to be too impersonal. Yes, there are pockets in big cities, neighborhoods that are cozy and welcoming and sort of have their own thing going on. But the minute you step outside of that little neighborhood, you're back in the big city again with all the big city things that I don't like. And staying cooped up in one little neighborhood doesn't really suit me. I prefer living in a small town and getting my big city fix whenever I choose to visit. Number 5 is becoming a millionaire. I think the old saying, money can't buy happiness, is true to a certain extent. But money can buy options, and having options can bring peace of mind and, yes, happiness. If you have to choose between eating and paying for your prescriptions, let's say, and you can't afford to do both, then it's easy to see how money buys happiness and health and fulfillment and. Being a millionaire is a popular goal. And for many years, the term has meant that you are rich, you're wealthy. After all, $1 million is a lot of money. And if you have that much money, you must be doing well. That was true in the past, but it's not so much true anymore. While that much money does provide financial security, it doesn't have the buying power that it used to. Also, you're going to have to take care of that money, make sure that it lasts, or pay somebody else to do it, someone you trust. Do you trust anyone that much? Sounds like a lot of sleepless nights to me. And what about your friends? If they can't afford to jet off to Geneva for the weekend, do you just find new friends? Or do you start paying for your entourage to accompany you? I think there's a difference between being a millionaire and being financially secure and independent. $1 million isn't a lot anymore, but also I don't think that I need that much in order to feel happy and content and able to do all of the stuff that I want to do, keep all of my friends, and pay for my prescriptions too. Number 6 is being a health icon. Hitting the gym every day, existing on grilled fish and poached vegetables, and only drinking alcohol on weekends sounds like a surefire way of living to be 100 years old. You'd look like a supermodel, be the envy of all of your friends and even a few strangers. But is that life? A good life? A fulfilling life? If so, then have at it. But for me to consider myself fulfilled, I'm going to need a lot more enrichment, variety, and whimsy than a steady routine of sweat, grilled fish, and telling myself no is going to provide. To conclude, I'm going to leave you with a really good one from my friend Jonathan Swift. May you live all your days of your life. See you And as always, please leave me a comment.